You're welcome. Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zabby's Talk Show.
Mo kí gbogbo wa nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi, mo kí wá pé a kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí, mo kí ẹ̀yin ìyá, mo kí ẹ̀yin bàbá, mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n, mo kí àbúrò. Èmi ọmọ yín náà ni olólùfẹ́ yín. Ayé ọpẹ́ yọ. Ṣé ọlọ́dọ̀ sí ti yín náà ní agbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ayé ọpẹ́ á máa yọ fún wa lórí ọmọ, lórí ìdáwọ́lé wa. Òun ni ayé ọpẹ́ ló máa fi máa yọ fún wa. Èwo ni mo ní kí àjọgbéyẹ̀wò ní ọjọ́ títí òní kó má bá wa jèmi nìkan. Àṣírí mà ló tú lórí irọ́. Eléyìí ló yẹ ká pè ní lórí irọ́. Nǹkan tá a sọ pé kò sí foundation. Àwọn kan sọ wípé ká gbẹnu sọ̀hún, wọ́n ní bẹ́ẹ̀ náà kọ́ ló ṣe rí. Àwa ò parọ́ bó ṣe rí gangan, òun làwa ṣe ń sọ. Kódà gan àfi nǹkan kan kún, àyàfi èyí tá a bá tún rántí láti fi kún. Oh my God. Àwọn tó wá promise wa ní ojú ayélujára, tó wá promise àwọn kan tí wọ́n ìnígbàgbọ́ lórí wọn, tọ́n tiẹ̀ wá mọ̀ wípé ṣáwọn tiẹ̀ máa wà láyé kó tó gbà náà, tàbí ìran àwọn gan sóyì máa ṣẹ́kù. Ìyá mi, bàbá mi, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àtàbúrò mi, tàbí èmi nìkan ni mò ń dágbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Wọ́n ní tó bá di 50 years, wọ́n lè kó a máa ké bí eku o, wọ́n lẹ́yẹ a máa ké bí ẹyẹ, wọ́n lọ́mọ ènìyàn a máa fọhùn bí ènìyàn o. A wá rí àwọn olórí pípé onílàákàyè tán bọ́ta wípé págà kí lẹ sọ kó padà sí yín lẹ́nu. Ẹ̀rí leléyìí kò súnmọ́ wípé ó fẹ́ dáa. Torí gígógóró má gún mi lójú, òkèrè láti ń wò. Wọ́n ní bí Sátidé ṣe máa rí àti Thursday la máa ti mọ̀. Nǹkan tó mú tí àwọn barista ń kò tán ní kẹtẹra mọ́ tán fi kọrin wípé ibi tọ́rọ̀ Nàìjíríà ń lọ kò yé wọn sí wípé ogun ń bọ̀. Barista ni ó sì máa pín òun rí lójú àlá òun. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ yìí ó ti di dandan. Nǹkan táwa náà ṣe nígbàgbọ́, tá a ṣe nírètí nìyẹn wípé àló ti di dandan sẹ̀ ká kúrò nínú oko ẹrú. Bọ̀ ìgbà wo ló jẹ́ èmi ò mọ̀, àsìkò wo ni mi ò mọ̀. Bọ̀ ẹ wá gbọ́ àwọn irọ́ la bí, ẹ wá gbọ́ ní ẹnu wọn, ẹnu tí wọ́n ní máa kọ́ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ. Nǹkan tó ń fi wé àwọn nǹkan yẹn nínú èrò tiyín, ìgbàgbọ́ tiyín, nǹkan tí arákùnrin yìí, àwọn irọ́ lórí irọ́ yìí tó sọ yìí, tó bá wò tán ò lè gbádùn program yìí. Nǹkan tó sọ yìí, báwo ló ṣe rí lọ́dọ̀ títí ojú wo lẹ fi wò? Kẹ wá wo nílàkàyè tó sọ wípé ilé ayé á dẹ̀ máa rí báyìí 100 years to this time gan. Kò lè sí rìsọ́ọ̀tì nínú ẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn olóyire tó bá wà ń bẹ̀, gbogbo wọn máa lọ wọ́n máa fẹsẹ̀ fẹ́ ni. Wọ́n máa ṣe kí ni? Wọ́n máa fi ẹsẹ̀ máa fẹ́ ni. Ẹ má jẹ́ ń gbà yín lákòókò jàre. Ẹ ṣe cup of tea, ẹ wá nǹkan fìdílé tàbí kẹ́ ẹ fìdílé nǹkan kẹ́ ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti ń bá wa share, tẹ́ ti ń bá wa pẹ́, ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí mọ̀ nǹkan tá a sọ gan, ẹ ti bá wa ń tẹ like. God bless you. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń kí mi pé mo kú ètò, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lèmi náà ń kí yín pé a kú ojú ọjọ́ ṣe rí níbikíbi tí ẹ bá ti darapọ̀ tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ mi. Mo kí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí wípé one love, God bless you, ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ. Now let's go there.
Who founded Facebook? The co-founder of Facebook was Eduardo Luis Sabirin, born in Sao Paulo, Brazil, of Jewish Brazilian ancestry. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, was a migrant from South Africa. He owns SpaceX and now X, formerly Twitter. I can name names. Sergey Brin, the co-founder of Google, is worth over $30 billion. He's of Russian background. Rupert Murdoch, the chief executive of News Corp, is of Australian descent. Madeleine Albright, who became the United States Secretary of State, was of Czech origin. Steve Chen, the co-founder of YouTube, is originally from Taiwan. Immigrants build nations and immigrants build civilizations. One of the men in the front seat here has a thriving business in Namibia. He lived in Australia for over a decade, adding value to the Australian economy. Hence, there is a need for us to respect and cherish immigrants. Migrants are the source of life in all societies. Rishi Sunak, the former British Prime Minister, is originally from India. A very brilliant young man. He never denigrated his nation of ancestry, nor poured venoms on India. Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the British Labour or Conservative Party. We are proud of her, in spite of her efforts at denigrating her nation of origin. She is entitled to her own opinions. She has even every right to remove the Kemi from her name. But that does not underscore the fact that the greatest black nation on earth is the nation called Nigeria. 1 out of every 3-4 black men is a Nigerian. And by 2050, Nigeria will surpass the United States, will be the 3rd most populous nation on earth. 1 out of every 3 black men will be a Nigerian.
Well, Mr. Nzako, thank you very much for joining us.
Many thanks.
I don't need to give any summary. We've been on this subject since last week.
Yes.
Now, what's your take from different dimensions?
My take is that this is a long journey, a very long journey, both for Mr. Farotimi and for Chief Afe Babalola, and a very long journey for Nigeria as a country, because the issue has divided Nigerians into two. On one side, you have the conservatives, who are seemingly sympathetic to Chief Afe Babalola on the ground that they felt the 61 years he has put in legal service is about to be ditched into a mud of infamy. On the other side, you have the radicals, who are not sympathetic to anybody other than the fact that they want a better Nigeria. And they feel that any time is good enough for such better Nigeria to be bettered. And that if this will bring the sanity, much needed sanity in our system, especially at the judicial level, that so be it. And with this division now, you can very easily see it in pronouncements of people, in their write-ups, in their analysis, and in everything surrounding this imbroglio. But it is a very unfortunate one, because anyhow you look at it, it's like what you know as a called the fly that perched on the dangerous, on the scrotum. All right? It's like that. So anyhow you touch it, it is dangerous. Are you going to allow Afe Babalola to take...
being a very strategic part of the human male anatomy.
That is it.
You agree?
I agree with you. I agree with you, Dr. So this is a fly that has perched there. You must be very careful in killing that as a fly. Anyhow you look at it, are you going to allow Chief Afe Babalola's integrity to be dragged to the mud? No. Are you going to allow Nigeria to continue in this infamy of unbridled corruption? No. Recall that David Cameron, the former British Prime Minister, had once described Nigeria as a fantastically corrupt country. Fantastically corrupt country. And it worries everybody who wants Nigeria to be sane. Everywhere we say corruption is the bane of national development in Nigeria. At what point are we going to begin to clean up this urgent step called corruption? President Muhammad Buhari said that his major problem when he assumed office was the judiciary. We said no, that he didn't get it right. And he tried to make do his understanding and assertion by allowing the SSS to, what they call the string operation, go and rout the Supreme Court justices from their sleep in the dead of the night. All, again, anchored around this same issue that Nigerians have been complaining about. There are it is obvious that corruption is a problem. It is also obvious that most of the corruption issues, especially at the apex level, are discussed in hushed tones, murmured in privacy. Dele Farotimi had decided to take it to the open and dared the consequences. From his media engagement prior to this issue that he has, prior to his embattlement, he said he was ready, and he was ready for the backlash. Now the question is, how is this going to be handled? The very moment, the more you press him on, the more his supporters will want to bring out all the cockroaches in the cupboard of the big men. The more, of course, it is not a hidden fact that WikiLeaks has started leaking some information regarding some big men, and more whether it is true or not. The perception is very important. How are Nigerian people soaking in all of this? How are the international members of the international community soaking in all of this? We are running around trying to bring in investors. What signal are we giving to such investors that we're asking to come and invest in Nigeria? And I keep saying that one of the most critical aspects of the challenge we have is it is not even the issue of insecurity or issue of infrastructure. The investor wants to see a virile judicial system such that if there are disagreements, because they are in business, there will always be disagreements, always. If there are disagreements, how are those disagreements solved? How are they sorted out one way or the other? Can you trust your judiciary to get justice? Dr. Bati, I'll give you a story. I had one issue with, my client had a problem in Cameroon. His vessels were confiscated, and we went by CNIC. Unjustly, we went to court in Cameroon. We hired a Cameroonian because we cannot practice over there if you are not a Cameroonian francophone-speaking lawyer. We hired a Cameroonian. We went to court. We provided all the technical and the legal support. We won the matter. The judge called us in chambers before my very eyes and said he could not deliver judgment, that he had only 6 months to retire, and that he wouldn't want problem with the government. Because government had a stake in CNIC, France has a stake, and there's other private investors. We solved that problem through diplomatic means that got up to the point of getting to get Paul Biya to intervene before that matter was solved. Why did I bring this analogy? Any businessman anywhere in the world will consider the judicial system of that country, the legal system of that country, before coming to invest. And if we don't fine-tune our own and position it in a way that it will be attractive to investors, we are not going to get the kind of investment that we expect.
Thank you very much for bringing.
Kí ìlú òyìnbó kọ́ máa ṣe iṣẹ́ kankan fún 100 years. 100 years ni 100. Kọ́ ní kí Nàìjíríà kó máa ṣe lọ o. Kó máa ṣe lọ o. Àwọn ò ṣe nǹkan kan mọ́, àwọn ti stop o. Àwọn ò ṣe omi o. Àwọn ò ṣe ọ̀nà o. Àwọn ò ṣe títì o. Àwọn ò kọ́ ilé o. Àwọn ò lọ sí space. Àwọn stop everything. Káwọn kọ́ máa jẹ kán wa mọ́. In 50 years, wọn ò lè bá nǹkan kan. Torí pé kí ni? Gbé fún àwọn ìran ẹ. Gbé fún àwọn ìran tí mo mí ni pé gbé fún àwọn family. Kán kó owó yẹn kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. Kán kó lọ sí Dubai. Kán kó lọ sí Abu Dhabi. Kán kó lọ sí Saudi Arabia láti ṣe kíni, láti lọ fi máa ra property. Kó owó yẹn kúrò nínú ìlú láti lè fi lọ máa ṣe business, dá business míì sílẹ̀ ní ìlú bòmíì kí àwọn ìlú bòmíì kan máa jẹ àǹfààní. Òun ni wọ́n gòdù sí. Now, ẹ má jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ jù. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá gbọ́ nǹkan tí àwọn onílàákàyè tán sọ. Mo sọ lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, nínú nǹkan tó nílàákàyè sọ lẹ́ máa fi mọ̀ pé oh my God, Dr. Zabi, yes, Dr. Zabi, irọ́ ló pa. Pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó nílàákàyè sọ, táwọn máa fi rí in 5 years pàápàá or 10 years or kí bàbá Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu gan kó tó kúrò ń bẹ̀ gan why tí ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣọ́rọ̀ lílé yìí sọ ni ẹ̀yin nílàkàyè mo fi lé yín lọ́wọ́ ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ. God bless you.
Everyone, the reputation that they say they are protecting, no, nothing there for that reputation. No, more and more things are coming out. You know, it is really going down when the mainstream media begins to carry the story and put it out there. This is AIT. AIT just came out with this. That a U.S. document exposed how Afe Babalola bribed 5 courts of appeal judges with $1.125 million to buy Adamawa governorship judgment for client Beni Haruna. This is in the early 2000s. So 1.5. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Nigeria. Hey, yeah. Honestly, me, I'm feeling a renewed kind of anger. You understand? Where we say before, me no even get that anger. And you know the thing for me now, be say, I am now jobless with a capital J. My last born, my last child just finished university. She's done with her university. She's an engineer. She's working in nuclear energy and doing well. I mean, so now, I no get job. I'm jobless. All my children don't finish university school fees. So I know they pay school fees of the one where we say, now the pikin where I bought composite school fees. The ones I pay are obligatory. The ones I decide I go carry the wall I put for my head, they pay the school fees for people. So that there's a difference in this thing. Because the kind of anger that is doing me, no. On this Nigeria matter, now me get time. Me not even get time before because of course family have to be there. Remember my daughter in 2019, when she started school, I had to relocate to UK to be with her. I think I spent all through her COVID. I was there. I was supposed to spend like 2 years with her, just ensuring that she gets into the system, because she started, even though she was in the UK when she was like 15, she started university at the age of 17. So I needed to be sure that everything, mentally, everything, she has everything. I'm just giving you this backstory to tell you, say, me now, me Kukuma no get job, now Nigeria be my job now. You understand? And Nigeria be my job. So the main job of that time that I child, looking after the children, they need me, I have to go off. I will apply more of that time to Nigeria, because this whole thing, it's nonsense. I'm not gonna give this Nigeria to my children like this. So at least they will know that I try to, even if nothing changes. For me, I never focus on the result. The effort is always where I focus on. Aisha, are you doing what you're supposed to do? What bit have you done? Have you increased more? Are you putting that's what that matters to me. The result will take care of itself when that time, because the result we have no option other than to really result in. How a U.S. document exposed how Afe Babalola bribed 5 court of appeal judges $1.125 million to buy Adamawa governorship judgment for client Beni Haruna. Revelations extracted from a leaked U.S. government cable show that senior lawyer Afe Babalola spent at least $1.125 million on 5 judges who sat at the court of appeal in the early 2000s to procure a favorable judgment for his client, then Adamawa Governor Beni Haruna. So what did they refer to me write in his book, that they are not doing, that he's doing up and down, whatever, and all of this bracket to kill what, to hide what in this day and era. We are no longer in 1980 something. We are no longer in 1990 something. When people will do us anyhow. Our children are in the era of social media. They can extract a lot of things. This is not like us that we're handicapped, that they use our heads anyhow. They use our parents' head anyhow. Your children use our head, and then you now want your children's children to now use our own children. It not go happen, no. By the grace of God, it will not happen. Definitely not in this Nigeria. Mr. Babalola bribed a panel of 5 appellant judges led by Justice Pius Olayiwola Aderemi, shame on them all, with $225,000 each to restore Mr. Haruna to office after an election.
Show your ládọ̀ títí náà ní agbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run àyè ọpẹ́ àmàyọ fún wa lórí ọmọ lórí ìdáwọ́lé wa. Òun láyé ọpẹ́ máa fi máa yọ. Ibi tó bá wa, òun náà la ní ká ti sáré ṣe eléyìí náà. Ká gbé sórí afẹ́fẹ́. Ká jọ mọ̀ wípé lótìtọ́ àti òdodo kò sí nǹkan kan tó kù ń bẹ̀. Wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́n ni gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho tán sọ. Bóyá fún ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ báyìí ti gbọ́ náà, màá tún gbé wá sínú fídíò yìí náà. Mo ti gbé wá tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, màá tún máa gbé wá wípé ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá, kò ṣe pé ó fẹ́ da wípé ó ti gbà tí bàbá bá ń jẹ ọmọ, tí ọmọ bá ń jẹ bàbá, ṣé kò ti máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìn? Ṣé kò ti máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Nǹkan tí Chief Sunday Igboho sọ yìí, ó béèrè lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wa ni. Ṣé kò ti máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Mo béèrè ni. Ṣé kò ti máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀. bàbá tí ló ń ta ọmọ tí ń ta bàbá àwọn kan wá jáde àwọn kan wá I'm pretty sure wípé àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí tí àwọn ìjọba mi bá tó wọlé tọ́lọ́run bá ṣe tí ọmọ Kẹ́mi olóríire yẹn tó bá wọlé sí prime minister UK wa yìí tiwantiwa yìí a máa sọ nǹkan mi torí ìyà ti jẹ́ kó tó di wípé ìyà jẹ́ ó dẹ̀ rí ìyà tó ṣì ń lọ wípé ẹ̀yin pípù yìí olóríkórí àdé àmúrọ̀bà ìyàwó àmúrọ̀bà ọkọ àmúrọ̀bà òun ni gbogbo yín èyí tó wá tó ní 50 years ara àwọn labour tó wà lórí oyè ńsìn òun ló wá sọ̀sọ́kísọ yẹn o òun ni o but tí àwọn pátì Kẹ́mi tó bá wọlé kọ́ mi máa yí padà 50 years tóun sọ yẹn ó sọ sápò ara ẹ̀ ni torí pé wọ́n ti lọ bribe ìwé tá a gbé wọlé tí àwọn àti ṣe Sunday Igboho tá a lọ gbé wọlé ní nọ́mbà 10 òun ló ṣọ̀kì wọn ìyẹn ló wá fi mú wáyé pé kán fi pa wá lẹ́nu mọ́ wọn kàn sọ ni o wọn ò lè ṣe ẹrù tí ẹ bá èmi mi ì rí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn mi ò ríro torí àwọn lèrè ń bá àwọn nìjàyà ń bá ṣe irọ́ tán pa ṣe gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ ṣe gbọ́ nǹkan tí lọ́ọ̀yà ṣe gbọ́ nǹkan tóun náà wá sọ ṣèlú tó bá fẹ́ da òun ni gbogbo kọ́ńpìnì ibẹ̀ náà máa kó kúrò nǹkan tó lè mówó wọlé lọ́wọ́ máa kó kúrò ẹ̀yin máa yá owó máa yá owó ṣáà ti ní rápẹ̀rẹ̀ wípé ẹ̀yin pípù yìí á wá mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ lùwó pátápátá ni nǹkan táwa náà gbàdúrà fún wọn náà nìyẹn torí tó bá wó pátápátá yẹn ó fún ara wọn náà ò fúnra wọn lóògùn jẹ tó bá wọlé yẹn Ọlọ́run ti gbé àwa dìde ni ó ti gbé wa dìde ni ẹni iwájú ni wá àwọn ọmọ kò tó jire àdẹni dèrò ẹ̀yìn lágbára lọ́wọ́ Elédùmarè àwọn tó bá ń rí jẹ àwọn àríjẹ nídìí màdàrú tó bá ń gbọ́ wa báyìí sìn àwọn tí ò kàn lọ́wọ́ tí ò kàn lẹ́sẹ̀ atẹ́gùn tó ń fẹ́ yẹn kò bá wọn kò kàn wọ́n rárá àwọn máa gbé múlé wa ni pé kí ló ń sọ kí ló ń wà kí ló ń bá kiri wọn ti ẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ni àìníṣẹ́ mà ló ń ṣe wọn o àìmọ́núrò pàápàá ń ṣe wọn gan ni ẹ̀yin rí Ọlọ́run nìyẹn it is well with everybody God bless you mo kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí papọ̀ gbogbo ọjọ́ ṣeré èmi ọmọ yín olólùfẹ́ yín àbúrò yín ààyè ọpẹ́ yọ ṣé yọ lọ́dọ̀ sí iná ẹ̀yin tó bá jẹ́ nígbà àkọ́kọ́ tẹ̀sẹ̀ máa darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ìkànnì aláyọ̀ yìí ẹ má gbàgbé láti subscribe ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ ń bá wa wò náà kí ló dé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ tẹ like náà kẹ́yìn náà fi comment lẹ̀ ẹ compensate wa ẹ ti ẹ̀ jẹ́ kó ọ nínú dúdú ló máa ń mórí yá tàbí báwọn náà ṣe máa ń sọ ẹ bá mi parí ẹ̀ ń lé yá kọ́lọ́run kó má kọ́ àti èmi àti God bless you one love bye for now.
gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá ń tẹ lágbára lọ́wọ́ tí ẹ ń lò ó bó ṣe wù yín bó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rò pé yẹ tẹ́ ń lò yẹn ẹ gba lẹ́sìn lọ́wọ́ kú gbogbo wọn tó ha 1000 lọ́wọ́ kan tó ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin lọ́kàn ṣẹ̀mọ́nù kan báyìí Nàìjíríà ti bẹ̀bẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá náà ti bẹ̀bẹ̀ ohun tó yẹ ká dá sí ohun tẹ́ sọ ni pé ohun tá à ń ṣe yẹn àti ìṣètò ká tún múra sí dáadáa nígbà yà bá jẹ wá tó di pé bàbá ń jẹ ọmọ ọmọ ń jẹ bàbá rẹ̀ á nílà àkáyé gbà yẹn.
You're welcome. Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zabby's Talk Show.